45.
Hey, check it out. This is Eminem, and the streets is watching.
Gangsta Grillz.
We know trauma in the homie
Trendsetter.
Wait, it's finally over. The affiliates have taken over the wheel. Right here on The Streets is Watching on Shade 45.
You see what's going on right here? Drama like the DJ.com. Real nigga get, you know what I'm saying? Get her, put the lint out my hair. You ain't even see her face, just her hand. Brush it this way, baby.
That good, daddy?
No doubt.
Okay. Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah. What's up, big homie?
DJ Drama. You know what it is?
Yeah, I'm just seeing some of the footage from the tour and doing the song.
Bringing off.
Crazy. I like that.
Bringing off every city.
I like New York when Fab came out, Big Sean. Kind of mixed the two together.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, speaking of Fab 2 and MCs, did you get a chance to see the hottest MCs list?
I think it was cool, man. I think it's always crazy every year to try to condense that list, because it's rated on how much material you put out within that year. It's rated on so many different other things. It was dope to see Sean in there. Dope to see the homie Wale in there. I think Cole. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like Cole didn't make it? Do you feel like I slighted?
Should have been in there.
Should have been
in there.
That's
what I was saying.
Okay.
I definitely think Cole should have been in there.
Do you think they'll ever consider putting an R&B artist, someone like yourself or Chris Brown? Because you guys been getting your bars up recently.
I mean, as much as we've been getting our bars, I think it's not official until you release an album. You know what I mean? I think it's not official until that point. I think I go with the best of them.
Yeah.
But
some people on that list that don't got no album. Meek ain't had no album.
Meek been on the commercially released albums.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think he deserves that. You know what I mean? They had the MMG album, and he been on Wale album. He's been on albums. You know what I mean? I don't think there's ever been anybody on the list that hasn't had an album out.
Would you ever consider doing a rap album?
A whole rap album? I don't know if people would be prepared for that. I think it's something that I have to work my way towards with the mixtapes. People very much taken to them. Let Me Hold That Beat 1 was great. Let Me Hold That Beat 2 got even more a broader fan base as far as that side goes. The Omar was actually one of the latest and biggest commercially released records I ever spit on. I'm still with it. Chapter 5 coming soon, and I say that represents my past, present, and future. So, you definitely gonna hear some spitting on that.
You've been on this tour. It's going good.
Yeah.
Off a mixtape.
Which is incredible.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
like to thank my fans out there, because mixtapes was the way that I would go to be heard when I wasn't hot, when I wasn't considered radio material. I didn't have hit records. That's the source I went to be heard. So to go from that to being able to pack a theater out, to sell out Nokia in LA, to sell out the Fox in Atlanta, you know what I mean? That's an amazing point in my career.
When you bring the young ladies up on stage, who picks the girls? How does that, from looking into the crowd?
Yeah.
So you're paying attention to everything in the crowd.
Yeah.
Does it get kind of difficult, trying to perform and then still look for the one that you want to pick, knowing she's about to put her lips somewhere on your body and everything?
You never know what they're gonna do. It's always the wild card.
Yeah.
When you pull them on stage, sometimes you last time the girl started kissing on my chest and all that, you know what I mean? Another show, the girl went straight for my mouth. I couldn't get away fast enough. But the fans love to see it, because and what I love about it is they have that glimpse of a chance of being on stage and sharing a moment with me. Versus, just coming to watch a show. You have a chance to be a part of the show. And, I love my fans to death, man.
Speaking on young ladies, too, Joe Budden just did an interview the other day. And during the interview, they asked Joe about his pops, his women. And he said, my women are my women. I don't worry about them with nobody else, per se, except for Fab. Oh yeah, and then there's Drake, and then there's Trey. For some reason, those three guys, keep them away from them. So my question is, are Drake, Fab, and Joe Budden in your league? Are they really in your league?
I mean, I don't worry about nobody. When I get something that that's for me, it's gonna be for me.
Don't turn it back.
No, she ain't stepping out no way, shape, or form. But when I got something I play with, she can play with whoever.
Okay, I can respect that. You're at that point in your career now where You've been in the game. You've had success. You've done a lot. And sometimes people start considering signing other artists or sitting down and, you know, venturing into other projects. Do you feel like you're at that point? Are you looking?
Well, Trey's Angels clothing line just launched exclusively now in City Trends. It's a soft launch, so it's only like 5 pieces in stores right now. But early on, 3 weeks after the launch, we're already doing 10% above projections. So that's looking like it's going to be something very lucrative for me. Angels with Heart, the foundation, is doing well as well. You can check that out, angelswithheartfoundation.org. Movie Texas Chain Massacre. My first.
Talk about that. Yeah. When that's coming out?
It was October 5th, but something with the 3D they switching out. It's gonna be February next year actually. So I'm excited about that. And I have a publishing company as well now, so I have producers and writers, and I'll be looking to sign artists as well. I think it's just it has to be an authentic process for me. It's not about a money situation. It's not about, you know, I want to really build an empire. If I choose to do that, it got to be the right pieces. You know what I mean? Because everybody's done it, but it's a hard thing to do, especially when you're very much into your artistry, when you're very much into still building your brand. You've seen even the most successful artist and entrepreneur, Jay-Z, he's had artists who couldn't get off the ground. You know what I mean? So it's not an easy thing to do.
You've recently said that, you know, more artists should be like Prince and be more mysterious and not put everything out there. What did you mean?
I didn't say more artists should be that way. I just said that it's something about the mystique that makes the artist, that makes the dream real. I mean, if the fans know everything about you, or if you don't leave anything to the imagination, it's much like in a relationship or a woman you want to deal with. If you've seen it all, you know, it ain't too much left to see. You know what I mean? You get what you get and you gone. You know, but I think with Twitter and social networks and being so accessible, you have to, if you want to, this is just how I view it.
No, I feel
on my career. I view that if, you know, outside of, you always promoting yourself. You always talk, you tweeting, you going to the bathroom, you tweeting, you here, you that's giving people too much information.
It's like, I feel like when we was growing up, you know, artists were more like superheroes. You know, they seemed larger than life, and now it's so, you know, consistently connected with them and everything they move and everything.
Because today, you know what I mean, like people want to feel like the artists are one of us. They want to feel like we one of them, but at the same time they want to know that we extraordinary at the same time. And with that, you can't give them every jewel that you read. You can't drop every jewel.
Another person also, you know, that we know you've had some issues with, but I've also heard you recently say, you know, one of your favorite artists is R. Kelly.
It's always gonna be.
Have y'all ever had a chance to talk since, you know, a couple years ago when there was a little back and forth? I was
talking to Tip last night, man. Tip played me this crazy record they got together.
Okay.
And Tip was saying he's gonna put me on the phone with him because I ain't talked to him. You know what I mean? I was back then I was young. You know what I'm saying? And I still don't regret saying what I said, but I think it was something that I definitely should be able to speak with him about. You know what I mean? Like, cause he's one of the main reasons I'm here. I can say that wholeheartedly, that if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing this in a lot of ways.
Shout out to Kells. Yeah, we gotta make that happen, man. That'd be a big song too.
Nah, man. I definitely do a lot of work with the homie.
All right, before we get out of here, let's do a quick little game, this or that. One or the other. Chucks or Air Force Ones?
Chucks.
Iverson or Michael Vick?
Ooh.
It's a VA boy type question.
What? You made me choose Bubba Chuck or Vic? You know Vic used to play quarterback. Chuck used to be quarterback too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh man, if I gotta pick one, I gotta go with Chuck, man.
All right.
I gotta go with Chuck.
Crunchberry or Frosted Flakes?
Crunchberry.
When it comes to a female, eyes or feet?
Eyes or feet?
Yeah.
So if her eyes is nice, her feet is disgusting, and if her feet is disgusting, her eyes is.
Which one would be more? Would you go to for? Yeah, first.
Yeah, the eyes.
Okay. Ferrari or Maybach?
Maybach.
And okay, last question. If you're looking to do the next video and it's one model out right now, who are you calling yourself to say I need you in this video?
One model right now?
Or a young lady. You don't have to be a model.
What's her name that I love? Emanuela DePaula.
All right. Have you made that phone call yet?
Nah, not yet. I gotta get the right video.
All right.
I gotta get the right video.
Trey Songz, man, new album coming soon.
Yeah, chapter 5 on the way. You know, Sex Ain't Better Than Love is doing amazing right now.
Great.
The EP. So I ain't even fired a shot off that thing yet. You know what I mean? I got a full clip waiting. So first single off that chapter 5 coming soon.
Y'all know what it is. Love.